Alright, what's going on, guys? It is Jeff, aka EminentLeague here, and welcome back to another video. Now, today we're going to be talking about my honest opinions on which is better, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered or Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, a little disclaimer, something that I have to get out of the way, is that obviously we're not comparing apples to apples here. One of these games has already came out, but it was remastered in terms of graphics and animations and everything like that, but it's pretty much the same game that came out around 9 years ago. And another is a brand new game that is fully optimized and is like just a completely fresh game. So we're gonna be talking about which one I honestly like better. Like I said, we're not comparing apples to apples, we're actually comparing like apples to oranges, but it's still gonna be a cool video, and if I had to take one of them, I'm gonna let you guys know which one it would be. So in terms of Modern Warfare Remastered, I'm gonna talk about a few things I like about both of these games, but in terms of Modern Warfare Remastered, I really like the feel of the game. In my opinion, it feels a lot smoother and almost refined in a way compared to Infinite Warfare, which is surprising because this is a game that came out a long time ago that they did refine when they came out with the remastered version, but it's still a 10-year-old game. It's still the base animations, or well, base mechanics and how the game plays, but honestly, it feels a lot smoother and more refined than Infinite Warfare does. Infinite Warfare almost feels like they made 75, in my opinion, it feels like they made about 75% of the game and then released it. It still feels like there's a lot of bugs in the animations, just the way the game feels, and it feels like it has to have a lot of patches yet to come. So that's my opinion on how the smoothness is. I also like the looks a lot better in Modern Warfare Remastered. I just like the colors, I like the animations, I like just the way the maps have like random stuff on the walls or anything like that. Overall, the looks of this game, the visual gameplay, I think is a lot better in Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't know, that's just me. Like I said, this is all my opinion. It's just something that I wanted to talk about though. Another thing that I really think Modern Warfare Remastered beats Infinite Warfare in is the fun factor. Honestly, this is a very biased, or not biased, but this is a very subjective or objective. I don't know the right word. I never know. But it's one of those words, but it's basically a big thing that could go either way. It could go to Infinite Warfare or it could go to Modern Warfare Remastered. But my honest opinion is that Modern Warfare Remastered is just a lot more fun to play. I feel like I could sit hours on hours playing Modern Warfare Remastered, which I actually did the other night, whereas Infinite Warfare, I can maybe play 5 to 10 games, and then I kind of get bored or I kind of get fed up, and I want to go switch to Modern Warfare Remastered, which is actually a nice thing that we have both these games out this year, because we can kind of go back and forth. It's pretty much like getting 2 Call of Duties. Now, unless you played a lot of Modern Warfare Remastered, or Modern Warfare originally, then Modern Warfare Remastered might feel old to you, but for me, I didn't even play Modern Warfare. I didn't play Call of Duty at that point in my life, so now it's like a brand new game to me, and it's really cool. But yeah, so another thing that I really like about Modern Warfare Remastered is just the overall simpleness of the game. It's just a simple game, it's classic Call of Duty, and it really feels nice just having not a lot of stuff to worry about, whether it be like freaking stuff all over the map that you're worried to get killed by, or whatever it is, or guys boosting around the map, or not boosting, but like boost jumping all over the map. You don't have to worry about that. It's just simple boots on the ground, Call of Duty, simple mechanics, simple gameplay, and it's a lot of fun to play. Now, something that I don't really like about Modern Warfare Remastered, I'm sorry, is that it doesn't really have a lot of stuff in it. Like, now this is something that if they overdo it, you honestly don't really like it, because if there's just so much stuff on the menus or created class or within the game when you're playing it, it kind of gets annoying. But in Modern Warfare Remastered, there's just not a lot of stuff. There's only 3 kill streaks. There's only like a couple different perks, or like whatever. I forget what they call it because I didn't play this game originally. But like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of stuff that you can customize and make it unique to your class and the way you play. It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of stuff, and it kind of does suck going from Infinite Warfare or from Advanced Warfare or from Black Ops 3 to a simpler game. Now, like I said, I do like the simplicity of the game, but it does feel like you're kind of downgrading in a way. So that's something I don't like about it too much. Now, in terms of Infinite Warfare, it's a much more like synthetic feeling game. I don't know really else how to explain it, but it's like on paper, it should be a really good game, but it's missing the fun factor. It's missing the really good looks of a game, and just the overall feel of it, it doesn't feel as good. But I will tell you what I do like about the game. So the first thing is the maps. I really like the way the maps are laid out. They're really fast-paced, which I feel like now that Battlefield 1's out and it's a very slow-paced game, depending on, you know, how you play it, but I feel like the maps are just set up right. They're like the typical 3-lane map. Even if some of them aren't 3 lanes, it just feels really good to be able to always turn and find someone. Maybe you're a camper, maybe you don't like that, but for me, I feel like Call of Duty should be fast-paced, at least in some ways, and I really like the way the maps are set up in that it keeps it going and fast-paced. The next thing I really like is the guns. There's a huge gun selection, and all of the guns I really do like. I like the way they look, I like the way they feel, and I like the just the overall performance of most of the guns. It feels like a very balanced selection, and I really like that about the game. Another thing I like is the customization. Now, this goes hand in hand with what I was saying about Modern Warfare Remastered, in that Modern Warfare Remastered, like I said, is a very simple game, whereas Infinite Warfare has a ton of customization. You can change all the stuff on your gun, the camos, all that stuff. There's tons of attachments, tons of perks, and there's just a ton of stuff. And I feel like they almost maybe pushed it a little too far in terms of how much stuff you have to offer, because then everyone has like a super different class than everyone else. But in a way, that's also good. So it just really depends on what you like. Now, something I don't really like about Infinite Warfare is that there's almost too much going on. Literally everywhere you turn. I know this almost is contradicting myself, because I'm saying how I like the customization and I like the guns and the maps, but it feels like there's just so much going on at every second. Everywhere you turn, there's just like a thing flying across the screen, or a guy shooting at you, or anything like that. And sometimes I don't really like that. That's why I do like playing Modern Warfare Remastered, and maybe that's why it goes into a fun factor thing for me, is because Modern Warfare Remastered is just like a simple game to play and have fun in classic Call of Duty. And then Infinite Warfare is just things flying across the screen, little robots chasing you around, and like it's a lot of stuff going on at once. And it obviously, that depends on what you like. If you like a fast-paced, crazy game, that's what you'll like. If you like a simple, just shoot 'em up game, then you'll probably like Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, in terms of if I were to pick one game, it would probably be, honestly, Modern Warfare Remastered. Like I said, on paper, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare should be a really good game, but it is missing the smoother fun factor and just looks of a game. And that's something that I really think is important. So if I were to choose one, I would choose Modern Warfare Remastered. If I could only play one for the rest of my life out of those two, that's what I would pick. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your opinions are, and let me know which game you like better in the comments and why. But yeah, this has been Jeff, aka EminentLeague, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.